Have you ever wondered if a cosmic-level threat attacked Earth and wanted to crush the entire galaxy like a piece of biscuit? Who exactly would stand against it? We all know the front line of defense for Earth is none other than the Justice League, a team made up of the most powerful beings in the universe. But the main question is, in a team that includes gods, aliens, and tech geniuses, who is actually the strongest of them all? Today we're going to go through a mind-blowing and controversial list, the 10 most powerful members in the history of the Justice League. In this video, we didn't just use brute force as the criteria. Instead, we're going to put magical powers, supernatural intelligence, the speed of light, and destruction potential into the scales of comparison. Also, let me mention one thing. Throughout the history of comic stories, many people have become members of the Justice League, but in this video, we are only focusing on those who were members most of the time, not those who only joined once. We'll start from rank 10 and climb up step by step until we reach number 1. So, if you're ready to meet the gods of the DC Universe, like the video right now. It gives me a lot of energy. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the red button and turn on the bell, because this list is going to change your view of the Justice League. I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's go for rank 10. Number 10. Plastic Man. Guys, the 10th rank on the list might look like a joke at first glance, but believe me, this character is the most dangerous joke in the entire history of comics. Many people think Plastic Man is just a comedian whose body stretches like gum, but the truth is, he is one of the few unstoppable beings on Earth. Patrick O'Brien, or Plastic Man, after falling into a vat of unknown chemicals, his body turned into something that no longer follows the laws of physics and biology. The first mind-blowing fact about him is that Plastic Man is absolutely immortal, meaning you can't kill him, powderize him, or even destroy him with magic. He has complete control over every single molecule of his body, meaning he can make his body's density as hard as diamond or pass through gaps like water. Interestingly, Batman, who has a plan to destroy every single member of the Justice League, has confessed that he has no definitive and permanent way to stop Plastic Man. Even Superman runs into trouble against his shape-shifting and survival powers, because Plastic Man no longer has the limitation of human tissue. Let's get to a crazy fact. In the Obsidian Age story, Plastic Man was torn to pieces and stayed at the bottom of the ocean for 3,000 years, but he didn't die and pulled himself back together. Another fact that shows his mental power is that he is completely immune to telepathy and mind control, because his brain is also constantly changing shape. Martian Hunter, the strongest telepath in DC, has admitted he can't enter Plastic Man's mind because his mind is like a turbulent sea. He can turn himself into any shape, any color, and any size, from a fighter jet to an exact copy of Batman himself. The only thing stopping Plastic Man from taking over the whole world is his own playful and non-serious personality. Otherwise, he is considered a cosmic-level threat. Number 9. Orion. Friends, when we talk about Orion, we are actually talking about a god, not an ordinary superhero. Orion is the biological son of Darkseid, the ruler of Apocalypse, but through a peace treaty he was raised on the planet New Genesis by Highfather. The reason Orion is in this rank is that physically he is one of the few beings who can go head-to-head with Superman and not back down. He is equipped with a device called the Astro Harness that allows him to move through space at the speed of light. But his main power is the Astro Force, an infinitely destructive cosmic energy that can melt the armor of gods and make planets tremble. Orion is a new god, meaning from birth his body is resistant to any kind of physical damage or disease, and he practically never ages. Let's get to a mind-blowing fact. Orion is the only one who, according to prophecies, is destined to kill Darkseid, and he has actually done this in the comics. The second fact is about his specific mother box. Orion's mother box not only gives him technological powers, but also controls his wild rage. If Orion loses control and his real, ugly face, which looks like his father, Darkseid, is revealed, his power multiplies and he turns into a killing machine. Interestingly, Orion once managed to control the Black Racer, the manifestation of death in the world of new gods, which shows his willpower and supernatural power. In the Justice League, he always plays the role of that hot-tempered and incredibly powerful member who enters the fray when others fall short and turns the battlefield into blood and dust. Number 8. Zatanna. Friends, make no mistake, Zatanna isn't just a magician pulling rabbits out of a hat. She is one of the most powerful and dangerous beings on planet Earth. Zatanna's power is the type of reality manipulation through magic. She has a rule that sends shivers down her enemies' spines. Anything she says backwards immediately becomes reality. This means if she just says T8 or diet, the person dies on the spot. No physical shield or armor can stop her words. Zatanna can stop time, control the elements of nature, and even move or erase people's memories. Let's get to a crazy fact. Zatanna's power is so great that once she managed to stop the entire Justice League with magic when they were out of control and manipulated their minds. She can even summon beings from other dimensions and ancient demons or send them to eternal prisons. Another fact that shows her mental power is that she has interacted many times with cosmic-level beings like the Presence or the Spectre and used her magic to harness their forces. Many fans believe that Zatanna could physically change the entire reality of the DC universe with a few sentences, but her morality stops her from doing so.
Number 7. Shazam Billy Batson might just be an orphan teenager, but when he says the magic word Shazam, he turns into a being that even Superman prefers not to get involved with. Shazam is nicknamed the world's mightiest mortal, and his power is a combination of 6 legends and ancient gods: the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. The reason Shazam is ranked higher than others is that his source of power is pure magic, and as you know, magic is one of the biggest weaknesses of super-strong beings like Superman. Shazam can throw magical lightning bolts that not only cause physical damage, but can also nullify spells. In the Kingdom Come comic, Shazam proved he could generate lightning bolts by repeatedly shouting the word Shazam that could take down even an old and experienced Superman. The second fact is about his physical strength. Shazam once managed to have an arm wrestling match with Superman, and their battle was so long that neither could pin the other's hand. This means his physical strength is practically infinite. Another interesting fact is that Shazam has access to the Rock of Eternity, meaning the place where all the magic in the world originates, and this allows him to be completely resistant to the magical attacks of others. Unlike Superman, who gets his power from the sun, he is connected to his power source always and everywhere, even in the darkest dimensions. Maybe the only thing stopping Shazam from being number 1 is the teenage and inexperienced mind of Billy Batson, because he is still a kid trapped in the body of a god. Number 6. Wonder Woman. Diana isn't just an ordinary superhero. She is the best and most skilled hand-to-hand fighter in the entire history of the Justice League. The reason Wonder Woman is in this rank is a combination of the power of gods and thousands of years of military training that has made her an unstoppable war machine. Not only is her physical strength at the level of moving planets, but unlike Superman, Diana has no red line for using lethal weapons in battle. Wonder Woman is equipped with weapons made by gods, from the lasso of truth, which is practically unbreakable, to a sword and shield that can even split an atom. Let's get to a mind-blowing fact. It's interesting to know that Wonder Woman once sacrificed her own eyes in a battle with the god of war so she could win. She has such iron willpower that even without seeing, she can take down the strongest enemies. The second fact is about her bracelets of submission. Many think these bracelets are just for defense, but in reality, they harness Diana's divine power. If she removes those bracelets, her power becomes so great and wild that even the Justice League might not be able to stop her. Number 5. Martian Manhunter. Our Martian is one of the most underrated and yet coolest members of the Justice League. If we were to list his powers, it's like we're talking about an upgraded Superman. Not only does his physical strength, stamina, and speed match Superman's, but he has a long list of abilities that no one else has all at once, from complete shape-shifting at the molecular level to invisibility and passing through solid objects. But what puts him in the fifth rank is his God-level telepathy. Martian Manhunter is considered the strongest mind reader and telepath in the entire DC universe. He can scan the minds of everyone on Earth simultaneously or destroy an enemy's mind entirely with a single thought. In the JLA comic series, Martian Manhunter managed to fight and restrain all members of the Justice League. Using his shape-shifting and telepathy, he targeted the weaknesses of every single member and showed that if he wanted to, he could dismantle the whole team. The second fact is about his physical form. He has no fixed shape, and his body is made of a flexible type of biological material that is even more complex than Plastic Man's. He can turn his body parts into weapons or grow his size to that of a tower. Another interesting fact is that he is equipped with Martian vision, which allows him to see energy flows and atomic structures, meaning no one can hide from him. The only thing stopped this monster for years was his psychological fear of fire.
4. Captain Atom. When we get into the top 5 ranks, the talk goes beyond brute force and reaches absolute cosmic powers. Nathaniel Adams, or Captain Atom, is the result of a disastrous military experiment with alien space metal that caused his human body to be destroyed and his soul to be bonded with the quantum field. In the Justice League, he acts like a living nuclear reactor, but his power goes far beyond simple radioactivity. He can absorb, manipulate, or fire energy at a subatomic level. Captain Atom is so powerful that once in the comics, by mistake and with just one unintentional explosion, he destroyed an entire universe and rebuilt it from scratch. This means his power is at the level of destroying reality and existence. The second fact is about his invulnerability. Captain Atom's shiny metallic skin is connected to the quantum field, meaning he practically doesn't need oxygen, food, or water, and no physical weapon can scratch his skin. Another interesting fact is that he can travel in time. By manipulating the quantum energy around his body, Captain Atom can throw himself into the past or the future, a capability that makes him one of the most dangerous assets of the League. In the Justice League, he is always under surveillance because if his armor, his skin, cracks, the energy inside might escape and turn the entire solar system into powder in a second. 3. The Flash, Wally West. If you think the Flash just runs fast, you're dead wrong. Wally West is different from the other speedsters. He is bonded with the Speed Force in a way that no one else in DC history has been able to reach that level. Wally's power practically plays with physics. He can move faster than light, faster than thoughts, and even faster than time itself. Wally West is so strong that concepts like space and time are like a joke to him. Wally West once, in a race with beings called the Cosmic Gamblers, managed to run from one end of the universe to the other and reach the destination faster than instantaneous telepathy. This means he was practically faster than the concept of a moment and was there before anyone's thought could reach the destination. The second fact is about his destructive power. Wally can deliver a hit called the infinite mass punch. When he punches at a speed close to light, his mass of his hand approaches infinity, and his strike has power equivalent to the explosion of a massive star or a supernova. This means he can powderize the strongest cosmic beings with a single punch. Another interesting fact is that Wally can steal speed. He can absorb the molecular motion of anything, from a bullet to a planet, and freeze it completely in its place, while he himself gets faster. 2. Superman. You might ask why Superman isn't number 1.
Because in the DC universe, there are beings who can bypass the rules with absolute magic or reality-shifting powers. But in terms of pure physical power and impact, no one comes close to Kal-El. Superman is someone whose powers know no bounds. Under the yellow sun, he practically turns into an invincible god who can move the entire solar system. Superman isn't just a hero, he is the standard of power in the entire comic world. In the All-Star Superman comic series, Superman became so strong that he could lift a weight equivalent to 200 quintillion tons with one hand. To understand how much that is, it means he was moving the weight of the entire Earth with one hand, and interestingly, he said he still had more potential. The second fact is about one of his most dangerous powers that few people mention, the solar flare. Superman can release all the solar energy stored in every single cell of his body as a massive explosion. This move is so destructive that it can powderize anything within a radius of several kilometers, though he turns into an ordinary human for 24 hours afterward. Another interesting fact is that Superman's brain processing speed is at the level of space supercomputers. He can weigh all the possibilities of a battle in 1 millisecond and simultaneously hear a person's cry for help from the other side of the planet. 1. Dr. Fate. And finally, we've reached the top of the table and the #1 spot, a being whose power is beyond time, space, and human understanding. The first rank of the most powerful member of the Justice League goes with authority to the Master of Order and Magic, Dr. Fate. When we talk about Dr. Fate, we aren't actually talking about an ordinary person. We're talking about the helmet of fate, in which the soul of an ancient god-level being named Nabu lives. Anyone who puts this helmet on becomes the most powerful sorcerer in the entire DC multiverse. The reason we put Dr. Fate above Superman and Flash is that his magic practically ignores the laws of physics. Not only can he change reality, but the key to the order of the universe is in his hands. Dr. Fate is so powerful that once in the comics, when the Spectre, who is the manifestation of God's wrath, was destroying all the magic in the world, Dr. Fate was the only one who could fight him head-to-head and resist his infinite power. This means his magical power is at a cosmic and divine level. The second fact is about his absolute knowledge. Dr. Fate has full oversight of all the events that happened in the past and everything that is going to happen in the future. He practically knows what his enemy wants to do before the enemy has even thought of it. Another interesting fact is that the physical body of the person wearing the helmet becomes immortal through Nabun's magic. This means as long as the helmet is on their head, no physical strike, no explosion, and no weapon can kill them. He can shift dimensions, stop time, and even pull the soul of his opponent out of their body. Well, friends, that's it for our list of the 10 most powerful Justice League members, each of whom could change the fate of a galaxy all by themselves. As you saw, the DC world isn't just about throwing punches and physical strength. Sometimes a magical helmet or a speed that goes beyond time can be more powerful than 100 atomic bombs. I know a war might break out in the comments right now. Many of you will say, what about Batman? Or why wasn't Superman #1? Like I said at the start of the video, this list was put together based on raw destructive power and supernatural abilities. Otherwise, we all know Batman could manage this whole list on his own with that mastermind of his. Now it's your turn. Write to me in the comments, which character do you think was missing from this list? Or if these 10 people went up against each other, who would be the ultimate winner? I'll read and like all the comments. If you like this kind of video, make sure to like it and send it to your comic fan friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Thanks a ton for sticking with me until the end of the video. Until the next video, take care of yourselves. Bye for now.